my heart starts pumping. I'm just like, ooh, I just wanna. I be wanting to fight, y'all. It's so bad. That should not mess with me as much as it does. But I just don't like new people. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Mikal, and I'm back with another video. And I know it's been a while, like a couple of months, but there's a reasonable explanation for you. So I'm gonna give you guys a little update before this video. So, you guys, I know I probably complained about the storage issue that I was having so many times, on like why I was having so many troubles uploading and everything. Well, got that back order. I told myself, and I prayed on it, y'all. I said, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna still record content and everything, and I still been working, but I'm gonna just refrain from uploading and everything, because with uploading that came with the whole storage and saving thing. But I figured out the problem, and so, you know, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get back to it. I also gave myself a deadline, and I stuck to it. I was like, June, I'm back uploading, you know? So, with that being said, since I was working, you guys, I got so many ideas for so many videos. I was taking ideas from people, giving me suggestions on stuff that they want to hear. Hopefully, you guys tune into those videos, because those are really for you guys, because, you know, you requested it. I'm like, I hear you, so I got you. So, you guys, if you read the title of this video, we're going to be talking about dating. And honestly, this is like a little series I want to do on my channel about dating, because I know like a lot of the stuff that I post about is about relationships and dating and everything. But that's not all of fully what my channel is about. You know, it's a self-improvement / growth thing, you know? And you probably noticed from like my older videos to even now, you be like, dang, like it's a little bit of self-improvement and growth, because I be applying the stuff that I be telling y'all to myself, and it works, okay? So I hope y'all be listening in and applying it to yourselves too, because I'm telling you, I don't just be making this stuff up. I do research on it. I listen to other people speak on it. I get the same advice from other people and probably revamp it a little bit, and I apply it to myself, and I give it to y'all, because I can't just be telling y'all anything, you know. People listen to anything and they start to follow anything, and I will refuse to be a part of misinformation, okay? We're gonna get right into this video. We're talking about dating, and this video is the beginning of dating, okay? This is like, we're gonna start fresh, clean slate, and you met somebody new. I know y'all keep like, why she keep moving her hands like that? Because I'm excited. I'm so excited, okay? I'm so excited. I really missed you guys. I missed uploading. I missed it. I don't be missing stuff, y'all. We're gonna start from the beginning. Like I said, you meeting someone new, and I want to say the initial reaction, like the initial approach to the whole situation. That's what we're gonna start with, because I've noticed, and like I always say, start stuff what I notice, because this is stuff that happens to me, and also stuff that other people talk about. And the first thing I have to start with is linking up. Y'all, I hate that. I hate that. Like, there is no reason why we just met each other and your first initial thing is, let's link up. What do you mean, let's link up? Like, let's link up to me is like, okay, we're about to be friends. And that automatically, I don't know about y'all, but that approach is, okay, I'm not going to take you serious. And it's sad to say, but like, I feel like, to me, wording is everything. And so sometimes you might not know how to word things, but I don't feel like let's link up, or when you're trying to link up, it's different from let me take you out or let's go out. Because let's link up could be anything, whereas let me take you out and let's go out is, okay, I want to go out somewhere with you and get to know you, versus let's link up is, we can probably go to my place, your place, sit in the car, do something like that, smoke, drink, you know, whatever. Or that gets you to that whole Netflix and chill thing that, yeah, we're talking about like when you're actually seriously trying to, in the dating phase or whatever. We're actually working towards being in a relationship. So, like I said, with the whole linking up thing, wording is everything. If a man approaches me, honestly, and like I said, I have not always been this way, but since I've been starting to set boundaries, and a lot of women, we need to start setting boundaries. If a man approaches me on a let's link up type of tip, I'm automatically further from interested, because no, I don't want to link up with you. But if you're like, oh, let's go out, let me take you out, Okay, and let's go out and take you out. Don't always necessarily we have to be like, oh, we gotta go out to eat or something like that. Cause that's a lot of people like, oh, well, I don't always want to go out to eat, or I want to take her out to eat. Cause I feel like I'm just, she just thinks she's gonna get a free meal off of me. You can go out and do anything. There's so many things to do, and it's getting warm outside. And that's also, remember, you guys, even though COVID is still a thing, the world is open, and people just disregard everything. So if you're one of those people who still like, stand to yourself and not trying to be out and everything, go to a park or something. Go to a beach. It's hot outside now, put yourself in like a more open environment. I feel like the worst thing you can do as a woman, personally, because I'm a woman, so I can only really say this for women, is put yourself in a situation that you feel uncomfortable with. So with that being said and I always say this, is don't go anywhere that's too private and secluded, especially like those certain times of nighttime thing. Like I literally tell people, don't call or text me after 10. That should be another boundary. But try to link up somewhere in public. Try to go out somewhere in public. Try to do something where there's other people around, where it's not gonna be you feel pressure to do anything that you don't want to do. Be respectful of each other's time. I say this in a lot of my videos, and I'm gonna say it again. And maybe this is my personal way of seeing it, but there's other ways you can go about the thing about being respectful of people's time. Try to, one, be on time. Two, if you make plans with someone, I personally feel like I said, this is my personal belief, you guys. You don't have to take it. You can go about it your own way. But I personally feel like if you make plans with someone, whoever set those plans, they need to confirm those plans the day of. So that means giving the person, hey, are we still on for today? That giving them a time. And if you guys are not riding together, you're meeting there, giving them the place. And honestly, even if y'all not riding together, they're giving the place too, because if we talking about the initial date, I want somebody to know where I'm gonna be at. Because you could be crazy. And that's just, it's common sense, and it's also safety precautions, you guys. So just, be respectful of it, okay? And then that gets me to the next topic of this video, which is etiquette, you guys, and manners. Because ladies, sometimes we just start to expect things. And it's okay to expect things, because if that's your expectation, it's okay to have that. But that doesn't mean to look over them, in a sense. Like, be grateful. For example, with the whole going out to eat thing, if someone takes you out to eat, granted, if they offer to take you out to eat, more 9 times out of 10 they are paying, but the least you could do is thank you. Thank you for taking me out. It's a respect thing, I feel like. Maybe because I'm just like really big on manners, y'all. I hate rude people. Like, I genuinely hate rude. But anyway, say please and thank you, y'all. It's not that hard. Like, thank you for taking me out. I had fun. If you didn't have fun, don't say you had fun. Don't lie about it. But just say thanks. Keep it pushing if that's not for you. Also, giving compliments. Men like compliments too, honestly. I feel like everyone likes compliments. Give them out. I know you like to be, some people like to be complimented. If you're like me, sometimes, honestly, too many compliments make me feel uncomfortable. So I'm just like, okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Can you stop making me uncomfortable? But, also give people compliments as well. Because, people like being complimented. People like to feel praised, in a sense, for what they're doing. And it's not to be, full of yourselves. But, sometimes you want to know that you're doing something right. So, compliment them. And also, giving each other time to speak. I feel like that's another big thing, because even me personally, y'all, I read a book on it, and I will put the book in the description. But basically, it's like this book about talking to people. Because me personally, I was a very strong introvert. And I used to equivalent my introvertness to being shy. And this is like me going into myself, I can only speak on me with this one. But also know that this is a big thing for everyone, because we want to talk about ourselves. We want to share things, our experiences and everything, but we have to give each other time to talk on a date, because how else would you be able to get to know this person? How do you know that person's for you if you're only talking about yourself? let that resonate. We miss so many, and I mean so many red flags by not giving the other person time to speak. Like, if you let a person tell their whole story, I mean, granted, yeah, sometimes you want to interrupt and put your points in there too, but I promise you, you will peep so many red flags in the beginning if you let them talk. Literally, on your first couple of dates with somebody, pick their brain, and you'll know right then and there, do I want to keep entertaining this, or do I need to fall back because you're not for me? And then and there are some outliers out there, because I know a couple of people who are literally manipulative, and they are narcissists, but that's why you give other people the chance to speak. I am very strong with the belief of, if you hardly know someone and you let them speak before you speak, and they will literally tell you all you need to know about them. They will. A lot of people think because like you don't talk about yourself a lot, it's because you have something to hide or you're sneaky. I feel like if you don't if you don't speak in general, you're sneaky. But if you don't speak about yourself a lot and you share when asked, it's nothing wrong with that. Like, I don't share a lot of things about myself unless I'm asked, because it's not your business unless you ask me about it. And then I'm not gonna lie about it. I'll just tell you, because at the end of the day, I'm learning to be a more transparent person. Like I said, that's that self-growth, y'all. And this is like more so on the etiquette type, on the etiquette side of things. When you're going out to eat with someone, and this can be, honestly, this is on a date or just when you're with a group of friends, because I feel like this is just something that it's etiquette type thing. Wait for everyone to get their food before you eat, because I don't know, I feel like that's kind of, like I said, it's kind of rude for one, but also it's kind of awkward when you like, okay, let's, for example, you go out to eat and like one person's food comes out way before the other person's foods come out. You know, you're already sitting there eating and the other person just sitting here watching you eat. That's so weird and uncomfortable and kind of rude, because it's like, okay, you can wait for me to get my food in order to start eating. Unless it was like, okay, you can eat, go ahead. But other than that, I feel like wait for everyone to get their food when you eat. But that's, like I said, my personal belief. And that also gets me back into the stop expecting things, but at the same time, have expectations. And I know what you're thinking, that sounds, what? Because when I was looking at it and when I said it, I was like, that don't make sense. How do you not expect something, but you have expectations? But what that means is, stop expecting unrealistic things, but have expectations for yourself. And that goes back with the whole setting boundaries type thing. So one of my expectations is, if you ask me to go out somewhere, I feel like you're paying. Because if I ask you to go somewhere, of course I'm gonna pay because I asked you to go there, you know? And that's not always to say, because sometimes you'll ask a man to go out somewhere with you and they end up paying sometimes. Or sometimes, most of the time. But for the most part, my expectation is, if you ask me out, you're paying. Of course, I'm gonna be prepared and I'm gonna have my own money just in case something happens, because you know, stuff happens, and sometimes, not to bash anybody, but y'all know my favorite saying, niggas ain't shit. And luckily I've never been in this predicament, but I've heard a couple of females say like they went out on a date with somebody and homeboy just either one, paid for himself, or two, he paid for himself. He asked her out. Luckily she came with her own money. And then two, you know, his car might get declined or something. You have to be prepared in those type of situations. But, you know, that's an expectation of mine, and that's normal. But some of the unrealistic expectations, but like I said, sometimes these things happen, is you shouldn't expect someone that you've just started dating to just offer you money for things that you've been doing before they met you, probably. For example, you shouldn't expect him to be paying to get your nails done That's something you were doing before you met him. You should be able to do it while you're with him. And also, sometimes a man will pay for your nails for you. Like, it's been a couple times I've probably gotten my nails done, and like, I got cashed up the money to get my nails done, because I was like, oh yeah, I'm here to get my nails done, you know. Oh, how much is it? Also, you shouldn't expect someone to pay for your hair. That's why, honestly, some of these expectations are just beyond me, but I think that just got something to do with like social media and music and what we see you all around us at this point. And then also taking you on shopping sprees. Like 9 times out of 10, this person that you're dating is not going to be rich. 9 times out of 10, they're going to be probably in the same income bracket as you. So if you can't afford to do these things for him, and usually the cost for a man is a little less. Well, for like maintenance anyway, their clothes is expensive. I don't care nobody say act. Men's clothes is horrible. The day I have a son, if I ever have a son, I don't know. I don't know. I don't even want to think about it. It's too far in advance. Anyway, but yeah, like, but you know, you don't expect those things because that's unrealistic. And I mean, it does happen. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like that shouldn't be a disqualification for a person, for a good man. You know, like just because he doesn't pay for the things that you were already doing before he met you. Honestly, it be giving bump to me. Like when a girl's just like, oh yeah, he offered to pay for to get my nails done, or he didn't give me gas money, or he didn't give me money for my bundles or my hair. I'd be like, and at first I used to think like, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm like, should I be expecting these type of things? Like, are men supposed to do this? No, it's crazy. It's wild. It's giving bum. If I could pay for it before one thing I can always make sure is I will keep myself up with my own money. Like I said, that don't mean that sometimes, and I'm speaking really fast. I'm trying to beat my timer, really. Sorry, you guys, I'm doing laundry. That doesn't mean that these things don't happen. I just feel like lower your expectations of it happening unless you out here with the sugar daddies and stuff like that. But that's not dating. That honestly, that's a business transaction, and that's something completely different. And also, when you do get those things, like when they actually do surprise you, or just be like, oh, generous enough to give you money for these type of things, say thank you. You know, it's not hard, guys. To wrap this video up, let's just do better, you guys. I feel like our generation, I don't know what it is. Like I said, I'm doing a whole series on it, but dating now is just dead to me. Like, it's so hard to date. I just started dating, and it's really not that hard once you really get into it. But when you start meeting different people and their different expectations, and people go through, like, have their own different types of hurt and trauma, and a lot of people who are dating should not be dating, and that's going to be a topic for another video. But a lot of people who are dating, they should not be dating, and those are people that you should be able to filter through. Because a little personal thing, and something I'm gonna give to you guys is, usually when you're dating someone, this is like, that's your time. Like, people, we talk about the talking phase a lot, you guys, and I'm gonna just tell y'all, that is just BS to me, honestly. We waste so much time with the talking phase, and that honestly gets people in type of, like I said, I can't wait to get into this series, y'all. I'm so excited. I'm jumping into other videos, but basically all I'm trying to say is, with dating people, you're actually learning more about them. And with that being said, is that when you do learn more about somebody and you get into like their headspace and their way of thinking, and you realize that person is not for you, or that you don't like their way of thinking, and that really does not align with your beliefs and what you want, cut them off. Because at the end of the day, I don't care what nobody say. You can do it respectfully and like let them know, like, yeah, you're not for me, or you can literally ghost them. And I don't care. People say ghosting is wrong. There's nothing wrong with ghosting, because at the end of the day, I feel like people know, and with a sense, what their wrong is, you know. So, me personally, I'm a ghoster. I don't care. Look, if I find out you're not for me, you won't hear from me, because you're not gonna give me no excuse to fall back into the BS cycle that you got going on. And so that's why I said I believe in ghosting, okay? Because sometimes, and a lot of times, some women aren't strong enough to be like, okay, I'm gonna give you the reason. This is the reason why I'm done with you. Because guess what? Some people, like me personally, I'm gonna use me as an example because I only know me and my situation with this, is I'm too understandable. So you can give me a reason why, you know, you're like a certain way, and then now I'm just like, okay, well, since you're like that, I guess I understand, so I can kind of deal with it. No, it's not your job to deal with anything. That's the key point to this video. Stop falling in love with and liking potential, okay? Don't give potential your time, because at the end of the day, I feel like when you're dating, you need to be in a certain headspace. Because at the end of the day, we're always working on ourselves, but you need to be in a headspace to know what you're wrong and if you're actually working on yourself. They can tell you like, oh, I'm doing X, Y, and Z, but if you don't see it, because they can tell you anything, but if you don't see it, move on. All I'm saying is don't get stuck with someone that's not for you and miss out on your opportunity for someone that is for you. That's all I'm gonna say. And don't fall in love with potential. Do not fall in love with potential. Okay? It's gonna hold you back. With that being said, thank you guys for watching this video. Like and subscribe. And comment below, y'all. Comment below. I feel like I've been gone for so long, and y'all need to start getting these comments together for me. I'm gonna keep complaining about it in every video because I want y'all to comment. I want to see your opinions. I want to see how you feel about the topic. So then maybe I can do like a revamp of the video, and then we can talk about it. You know, put your opinions in the comment section. You know, I would really greatly appreciate it. Also, comment more videos that you guys want to see on the topic, because like I said, it's going to be a series. So if you want to see more about it, I can incorporate it in another. It could be its own video. I can incorporate it in another video. Also, you guys, I have not been active on social media, but if you would like, follow me on Instagram at Mikal Janae, and I have Snapchat too. I believe that's Mikal Janae as well. Like, subscribe, share, and comment. And until next time, you guys. Peace.